Mr. Secretary, you were at the event for Amanda Atkins a few weeks back, and I was watching you speak there, and the sirens that you were sounding regarding China. I mean, people have been sounding them, but the way you articulated it, the examples that you gave were in a manner that I had never heard before. This week seemed like a chance at the G7 to really try to get to the bottom of things with China and get the world together in fighting China. I guess they put out this 25-page report that doesn't have a lot of teeth to it. What needs to happen? And if this opportunity is missed to get the U.S. and the world on the same page regarding China, when is it going to come, Mr. Secretary? Because it seems like now's the opportune time.
It was disappointing to see that NATO and the Europeans weren't prepared to do more, but heartening for them to at least acknowledge that there is a challenge. But boy, that challenge grossly understates the threat to the Western world from the Chinese Communist Party. We don't have time to go into the list here, but the only external actor that can fundamentally change the way of life for every American, every Missourian, every Kansan is the Chinese Communist Party. They are intent on doing so. They're in our schools. They're in our local communities, working to engage in information warfare. This is the challenge of our times, to see the Europeans, and too often American businesses too, trade a cup of porridge and a little bit of money and sacrifice American security is something that our nation's going to have to reckon with, as will the Europeans. We'll have to lead, Pete. It's always the case. We can do that. I wish President Biden had done more to convince them to take this threat seriously in Europe.